think I'm live. I'm live. Yay, I'm live. Okay, it wasn't meant to start then. I was meant to... Why does it always do that? Like you go live and then basically it like takes the minute from before you went live and shows it to your audience, and I just quickly shoved some boxes out of the way. Hello everyone, thanks for joining. First live of age 29. So I thought I'd jump on and say hello. It's definitely been over a month since I've been live, so just wanted to say hi to you guys and check in. Happy Sunday, everyone. So I'll just read out a few people who are here, a few regulars. Javier, I'm making pancakes for breakfast. I'll be ready. What time is it where you are? It's 5 p.m. here. So, but I'm one of those people that can have breakfast for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So I love it when people are like, should we do Brinner? Brinner is when you have breakfast for dinner. So yeah, I absolutely love that. Good luck to the lioness, said Chi. Thank you. I do look a bit like a lion today with hair like this. I just quickly went for my walk, my little 1 hour loop that I do around here, and yeah, just jumped in the shower quickly and set up the live stream. So this has been really nice, even though it's just started. My friend texted me right before this saying, how is it August tomorrow? And I was like, oh my gosh, how is it August tomorrow? Someone make it make sense. Like, it shouldn't be August tomorrow, should it? Where's the year gone? Ariana said hello and sent me some nails. You'll be sad to know, Ariana, or Ariana, I'm not sure how you prefer it, I have had a break from nails, so I'm letting them breathe for a bit. And I don't know what to believe. So I was talking to one of Atch's cousins who's like a nail technician, and she said that the gel nails that I had on are not even causing damage to my nails. The only damage that could be caused to my nails is damage I do myself or damage my nail technician does whilst applying them to me. And I was like, but do I believe that? Because they literally can't breathe under there. Like, I usually have like 1 month off, at least once every sort of like 6 months. I'll have like a month off of nails just to let them breathe again and let them air. And I would love to know if anyone knows the truth about this, because Google is mixed and I'm like, I don't know what to believe. Anyway, sorry to anyone who's not interested in, I was about to say males that may not be interested in nails. Yes, girly chat. So Don said, one of my all-time favourite Brits. That is why I came here today, Don, for the validation. Thank you. I just spat. Embarrassing. All these things that happen on a live that you can't edit out, like the time I just whacked my hand right then. Happy birthday to anybody who's had a birthday in July as well. So July is a mixture, isn't it? If you're into star signs, you're either a Cancer, the crab. So I'm that. I'm on the cusp of that and Leo, which I think makes sense for me, even though I don't necessarily full on identify with like star signs and astrology. I am stereotypically a Cancer. I'm very sensitive, but I'm also quite extroverted. Like, aren't Leos meant to be quite extra and all about like me? So I'm glad that I'm more in the Cancer than the Leo. I think I'm in it by like 2 days or something. Oh my gosh, the lionesses, as in the Women's England football team, not me with this hair. You're so right. Women's England football has been on. It's amazing that it's been on BBC. It's been on in the background, and like we've had it on at home. I haven't got it on today because I'm just at home doing work. But and on my walk as well, I've seen people hanging flags outside their houses for like the Lions and like the UK flag, no, England flag, not UK. And yeah, so I can't believe I assumed that was me. That's extremely self-centered. Quite funny though. So, God, who else we got here? What's going on? Rosie said, hiya, Leah. Hiya, Rosie. Don said, I still make your chicken and ham pies. A family favourite. Wow, I haven't made it in ages because I do still occasionally eat meat, but Ash doesn't really eat meat at all. So we don't really end up cooking very much of it. And I'm not bothered to only eat that rarely. It's probably better for the planet, isn't it? So, yeah, I haven't made that one in ages. But if I was doing a dinner party for meat eaters, I'd definitely make it. I can't believe I haven't got a cup of tea. I've already had 3 cups of tea today. So I was like, I'll lay off the caffeine. I'm on the Fiji water, not spawn, but wish it was. It's my... Oh, I've already read that. I haven't had pancakes in a while. You know what? My eyes are getting worse, guys. I'm going to have to zoom in on the comments. Hi, Leah and everyone. Looking gorgeous always. Thank you, Rachel. I mean, I just put on a little bit of tinted moisturiser. Put on a bit of mascara for you guys. Sometimes when Ash sees me after a live stream, and I know it's more rare these days, I know, he'll be like, funny that you put makeup on for them, but not for me. And I'll be like, sorry. But these guys are more important. Javier, highly a happy belated birthday. Thank you so much. It was emotional. 29, can't believe it. I can believe it, but it's just... Where have those 29 years gone? Do you know what I mean? Like, where are they? What have I done in 29 years? What can I say I've achieved? I know life's not all about achievements, but what really have I done in 29 years? It was one of those kind of birthdays, quite self-reflective. I've got no TV. What's your excuse? Chi said. Is this to do with not watching the football? Oh, it's the final on now. Maybe that was really silly of me to do this live stream at the same time as the football final. But do you know what? Silence that. How much crossover is there really going to be? Maybe quite a bit. Who knows? I just took the opportunity whilst the house is quiet. So my dad and Achille are up north watching some football, and they're on their way back. I really hope that's not them texting me saying they're ready to be picked up. Because I haven't, I'm not available. Maybe back sooner, only an hour away. Okay, well, what I'll do is I'll live stream for 45 minutes and then I'll go and pick them up. It's going to take me 15 minutes from where they're getting dropped off. Oh, that's a shame. I was really hoping to chat for longer, you guys. MLT is here! Good morning, me legends! How can you be 29? You'll always be my beautiful Brit babies. Oh my gosh, so funny when we met you. And MLT was like, babies, you're babies, you two, you're babies. So yeah, I will always remember that. Sonia said, hi from Thessaloniki, boiling hot. Oh my gosh, I bet. It's really hot in the UK as well at the minute, but I'm sure it's even worse over there. I really miss Saloniki so much. It's so good. Do you know what? Sometimes when you talk to people about it, they're like, oh, you like Thessaloniki? I'm like, yeah. Like, way more than Athens. I mean, I like Athens, but I loved, like, Thessaloniki and Halkidiki. Oh, actually, one of my questions I got today on my Q&A, which I have screenshotted for ideas for this live stream, is what is your favourite country to visit? What has been your favourite country to visit to date and why? And I was like, do you know what? It made me think I really haven't been to that many different countries. Maybe I have, but let me try and list. Let me go on world map. Maybe I have been more places than I think I have. But I don't. When I read the question, I was like, I haven't been anywhere. I haven't been to enough places. Oh my God, you know what else triggers me about looking at this map? I've just opened up a world map and I imagined a scratch map when people scratch off like the whole country when they've just been to one little place in it. That's like me scratching off China because I've been to Hangzhou. It's like, but you haven't. You've literally just been to one place in China. Do you know what I mean? Never been to Australia, never been to India, never been to Russia, never been to... So I'm just looking at all the big ones right now. Have I ever been to Denmark? No. Okay, let's get to the more interesting places where I have been. So I've seen quite a lot of Greece and done quite a few of the Greek islands. And I honestly do think in life that this might change when I one day go to Italy and travel more of Italy. But I just think Greece is the best place in the world. Like, it's so stunning, so beautiful. Sometimes I think about the trip I did a few years ago before COVID, and like getting off the boat and like swimming to this little island where there was just a little bar and you could get food, and you had to like swim to it. You couldn't get. It was just amazing. Like, there was just so many hidden paradises. What's the plural of paradise? Paradise. There was just so many beautiful places in Greece, and oh God, I'd love to spend an extended amount of time there. Obviously Cyprus has also got some beautiful parts as well, but I think Greece might be more my fave. Then obviously jumping over here, looking at the United States, I did have a soft spot for New York. I really liked it. So obviously I don't have many memories from when I went there when I was younger, because I just remember like going to a theatre show and like doing touristy stuff with family. But then when I went with Joel, it was more like we went to some more local places. I just loved it. I loved going to New York. So many places in the United States actually really surprised me. Like I loved the vibe in Nashville, because I was like, is this real life? I was like, this is some people's real life. Like, it reminded me a little bit of like the London, not like when you go to the London comedy scene and you see like up and coming comics and they're like thirsty for it and they're fighting for it and they're doing gigs, but that times a million, and music in Nashville, and there's like people just constantly working hard and trying to get their next gig. I just loved it. I thought it was really cool. God, look how big Canada is on the map. Anyway, I'm going to come off this and I'm not reading the live stream comments anymore. So yeah, I'm going back to the live stream now. Have another live stream tomorrow, Che said. No, I can't do tomorrow. I'll struggle for that. Donnie's here! Hello, Donnie. Good to catch you this morning. Pouring rain here for the first time in a month. One clap for the rain. Nice. I'm pleased for you. Like, sometimes when it's been that, what was it going to be, dry, and you're just like, can the sky just open up? Kelly said, you and Joel went to one of the Scandinavian countries a couple of years ago. Yeah, we did, didn't we? Where did we go to? Was it Sweden? Did we go to Sweden? Did we go to Stockholm? No. Maybe we went... Where on earth did we go? I know. Where is the ABBA Museum? That'll tell me where we went. Oh, yeah. Stockholm, Sweden. As if it was that... See, that's how non-memorable it was. But do you know why it was non-memorable? Because the brand that we were working with kept us under their tight rein. And we couldn't go and just explore the city and do our own thing. It was like this set agenda. And because we didn't know where we were in their hands, in their pockets. They were the transport. We were staying far away. They took us into town. It was good, but it was like I just need freedom when I go somewhere to go and do my thing. Yeah. So I'm just going to go and scroll up the comments and see who else is here. Oh God, people are like, you're not following the final? I feel really bad now. I'm sorry I'm not following the women's football final. I'll tell you what I've done this morning. I got up, I dropped Atch and Dad at 6:30 a.m. at the coach to where they could go up to. They were really far up north today, like Sunderland, and they took the coach up there to go and watch a football match. Good for them. I was invited. I said no, and then I came back and I went back to bed for like an hour. Then I got up and just started cracking on with some jobs, and I was like, right, I'm going to make my list of things I absolutely want to get done today. And actually this live stream was not on it. This live stream was not part of it at all. This just kind of happened impromptu. I was just planning some content, and I was like, oh, I really want to go live, and how often do I get the house completely quiet? It's rare. So yeah, I did all of my accounting today for the second year of accounts for Property Couple. So you do it like, so we're February. This is so boring. Why am I talking about that? Anyway, because there's quite a lot of transactions that happen in Property Couple. So there was 5 big transactions that happened from like February to February. So I just had to like download all my completion statements, every mortgage, sale, refinance, all of that, and send it all to the accountant. And because my documents were not very organised, I've now learnt my lesson and getting my systems in place to get that more organised. So yeah, that's what's going on there. Donna said, "You look great," and threw $20 at me. Thank you, Donna. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's really kind. Thanks. I mean, yeah, I really appreciate that. I'm sure you look absolutely stunning today, and really appreciate you stopping by the live stream and just throwing some money at me. That was really funny. I haven't done live streaming in ages, so I forgot how to respond when someone sends a donation. Missy said, "Sing, Leah. Love your voice. You should sing more to us. Your biggest fans." Do you know what, Missy? I was on a walk today and I was thinking about what are the things I really enjoy, and singing and playing my guitar badly is one of them. And I'm no guitarist. I only ever picked up the guitar in order to have a vehicle to make some noise to sing to. And I think my singing's okay. It's much better than my guitar skills. And I just really don't make time for it. My guitar like sits in this room. It's probably out of tune over there. You can see the head of it over there. And I absolutely do want to like get better with my time. I know I've said that a million times on this channel. And just schedule in some like, that could be one of my self-care activities, playing my guitar and singing. That should be one of the things I actually make the time for, but I don't. Isn't it funny that most people, like, we don't actually make time for the things we love doing? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Leah, hi Leah, good name. What was the first trip you and Joel took together? God, that's a good question. I remember the first America trip was probably when we went to New Jersey. And I remember that vividly because we had never done a trip together before, like on the channel. Maybe we'd done UK ones, but I don't remember us doing a US one until then. And we'd run out of uploads, and at the time we used to obviously edit all our own videos. We didn't have any help with the editing. And that's when we just went, oh, should we just do a live stream today instead of an upload? And yeah, it ended up going down really well. We were like, oh, we'll just do more live streams then. I remember that's when we discovered live streaming on that trip. I remember when you went to Philly. I live in the suburbs of Philly. I actually really liked Philly. No complaints about Philly. Thanks, Anne. Whereabouts in the I mean, you don't have to say where, but that's cool that you're near Philly. I'm going to go back to the questions because I said I would and I haven't. So, what happened to the boob sculpture that you had done? It's in the loft. I don't really want to have it out here as I live at my dad's house and save money for my future home. Sorry, Dad, I'm just going to hang up my breasts on the wall. No, they're in the loft. I've hidden them. I mean, I could always sell them, but I don't know how I feel about someone else hanging up my breasts either. Strange. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. We need to get you and Joel to do an amusement park vlog. Joel plus and Leah plus coasters equals hilarious. I love amusement parks, but I hate the bleak ones. So, like, do you know, like, you've got the big ones. So, like, what would they be over there? In America, would they be like the Disney ones where you've got proper rides, proper infrastructures, safety regs, everything? In the UK, you also get some really, really rubbish ones. I don't know what, I think they'd be called like a fun fair, not a theme park, a fun fair. And they're like, look, that they're going to break down. You've got them cars that bump into each other. And then you've got like, what are them? Oh yeah, the spinny ones, the ones where you spin and the dodger. Not is that the dodgem? Spinny chairs. I hate those kind of theme parks, those kind of amusement parks. I just hate them. Yeah. So please don't send us there. But you can send us to a proper one. Those small ones just make me feel like really sick. And in Greece and Cyprus, they always have them. They're called Luna Park, and they're just a load of shit. Sorry. Donnie said, on the first live stream, your dad made a donation out of your account. Oh my God. That was such a funny memory. So like, obviously you can click donate. So my dad must have seen other people donate and he was like seeing these tips come up on screen, and being the competitive dad that he is, he probably thought like, I want to tip, like I want to tip more. And he did like a very generous donation. I think it was $200 or something. And I was like, oh my God, Dad, like, thanks so much for sending us $200. And it was something like, have dinner on me, you guys, something like that. And a few days later, I get this email, get this like suspicious activity or something come out of my account. And it was like, spend 200 or something at Google. And I was like, what have I bought for that much money? And then it all clicked that I had attached my card details to my dad's Google account. Bad times. The fact that Google take a percentage of it as well. So not only had my dad spent my money, he's also like, I didn't even get all of it. I didn't even put it from my one pocket to the other. I just gave some money to Google. Anyway. Okay, everyone's asking me the same question. Leah, why aren't you watching the UK-Germany women's final? Do you know what, guys? I truly forgot that it was on, and I don't think I care enough to watch it. Like, I'd like to know the score. So let's go women's UK final score. Oh, it's 0-0. So it's currently, how long have they got left? So I have to, because my camera's right in the way of, I just moved this. Oh God. Right, I've just moved it. So women's final. How long left? How long left? I know the views are quite low on this, and I'm not even going to put it down to the fact that there's a football on. I think it's just because I've been quite inactive on the channel. So yeah. Kelly said, Leah, my husband and I both think your voice reminds us of Norah Jones. Oh, best compliment ever. I love Norah Jones. I absolutely love her. She's just one of my favourite artists. So thank you. Anne said, Kelly, I agree. She sounds like Norah Jones. And I just saw Norah last weekend. Oh my gosh. Is she gigging right now? Norah Jones tickets 2022. Let's just see. Oh my gosh, she's on tour. But it's all the way in Boston. Oh my gosh. Boston MA on the 2nd of August. I can't get there in time. Newport? Where's the cheapest place to fly on this list? Got Boston, Newport on the 29th of July. That's done. Saratoga Springs? Saratoga outdoor on the 1st of August. You know what? That's tomorrow. How am I going to fly to New York tomorrow? Queens, Japan. Oh, she's going to Japan, and I've always wanted to go to Japan. Oh my gosh. She's actually... Is this a sign? I always said 30 before 30. I want to go to Japan before I'm 30. And then I love Norah Jones. One of you guys has just been to see her live. And she's touring in Japan in October. Are all the signs not pointing towards what we're thinking? Maybe I'll have to leave a subtle hint to Atch. I'm going to copy and paste the link, guys. Has he even listened to Norah Jones before? I'll just go on my own, or with one of you guys. Hey, check. I'm just gonna, Norah Jones gigging in Japan. Can you believe it? He'll be like, who is that? Anyway, one day. Oh God, the comments have gone mad. Okay. Susan said, are we going to go see any more trips, UK trips from you and Joel? Good question, Susan. So Joel and I are planning a UK trip for, let me get the dates up in my diary, August the 24th, 25th, leaving on the 26th. So all being well, that will be our next Those Two Brits UK tour. And actually, I think we're going to be doing somewhere more local to me. So it will probably, do you know what? I'll let it be a surprise, guys. But for anyone who's known me for a while will probably know all of the sightseeing stuff that's on my doorstep here in Warwickshire. So you'll probably be able to guess because I've already let the cat out of the bag. But yeah, I need to book the Airbnb and make that happen. And yeah, it's just finding the dates that match up because Joel's got a life, I've got a life, and just finding the crossovers of when we're both free for like 2.5 days at a time so we can at least do enough activities to get a lot of videos. And then also, you know, he'll have to sort out Ava, and it's all just, it becomes harder and harder to do anything. And I don't even have children yet, so just think how hard it's going to get. It's easy right now. Kelly said, go to Japan. It could be your 30th birthday celebration. I know, that's what I'm thinking. You must go to Japan. The universe has spoken. Loads, well, not loads, but quite a few new people have just joined. And they said, that because the notification said 1 p.m. EST. Oh, did I get the time wrong for this live stream? What time is it EST now? Oh, bum. I got the time wrong. I should have put 12 EST. I've absolutely done myself over there. What a silly sausage. Let me just... Oh, bumhole. Do you know what? I'm going to take the time out of the title and save it. I feel silly now because I told people the wrong time. Sugar. Do it, Leah. This whole pandemic taught me not to put things off for some time. Japan is calling. Wow. Yeah, you're so right. Why am I Googling Japan flights? I'm on a live stream. I need to talk to you guys. What is wrong with me? Your new hairstyle is gorgeous. It's not even new. It's just, that's just how it is at the minute. Thank you, though. Kelly said, can't you take Ava with you? I don't think many hotels would, but to be honest, we've never really tried to find dog-friendly hotels. So it's one thing finding hotels with parking in the UK, and there's another thing finding ones with parking and dog-friendly. I've personally never had to look for a dog-friendly hotel, so I don't know. But they're not, from what I understand, they're not like super common. So, yeah. I'm just going to go back to the questions of what I said I would talk about. Has AK, or aka Achille, ever hung out with you and Joel? Of course. Yeah, birthdays, celebrations, sort of times when we had the flat in Chichester before COVID quite a bit. Yeah, definitely. AK, I never call him that. Achille's met nearly all of my friends, actually. There's only a few London friends that he hasn't met. And yeah, he's met pretty much everyone. Because you know what it's like. You've got to try and make it a natural thing. Like, it's not like a meet my boyfriend, well, meet my fiance moment. And you don't really want people to meet them for the first time when you've been together for like years and years and years. So kind of try to do that early on and just, you know, nip it in the bud, just get it done. Because you know, meeting anyone for the new time can be awkward, can't it? I know, like, from one time where one of my friends was like, can you meet my boyfriend? And I went all the way into London for it, and obviously I don't live in London anymore, and the boyfriend just didn't speak. He just didn't say a word, didn't speak. And I was literally like, then he went to the toilet and my friend was like, yeah, he's normally more chatty than this. And I was thinking, this was such forced fun. We've tried to force the fun and it has to be organic. But still don't know why he didn't speak. Might be because he was French. Like, he could speak, but he just didn't, I don't think he felt like he could in that situation. Anyway. Speaking of travelling again, I've got the travel bug. Oh my gosh, me too! I've been Googling stuff loads. I've been looking at flights to Istanbul, Cyprus. I've just been looking all over. I've only travelled in the US since 2020. What's visiting the UK like at the moment? Restrictions? I don't believe there are many restrictions anymore, but it's always best to just double check on our Gov website because things change, I guess, don't they? And new rules come in, and I think they started vaccinating over 70s for that must be the fourth time they've had jabs now, or maybe even the fifth. So yeah, definitely worth checking out in case there's any lateral flows you've got to do. Donnie said, have you seen Christy lately? Yeah, I have. So I went into London the day after my birthday on Friday last week, and I just had the full day with Joel and Christy, and we just started off with like some drinks and nibbles on the Strand, not far from Somerset House. And then I think I might have filmed a bit. You'll see it in my video that's going to come out next week. I saw Christy, and obviously she's heading off on her big adventure. So she's hiking around Pakistan, and she's doing it with like a tour leader. So basically she's collaborating with someone who's done this tour like loads of times, and they're collaborating, and she's bringing some of her, like, I think there's 10 or 20 of her audience on YouTube on this trip. So they've like paid for the whole experience, the hiking, the activities, the food. The only thing that wasn't included in their fee was the flight. Sorry, I have to spit it out. The flights there and back. And so like she's got two groups. So she's got one at the start of August, one at the end. So the hikes will probably be starting from like tomorrow or something. And yeah, so she's basically on this mad adventure now with her YouTube subscribers. It's just all so exciting, and I'm absolutely over the moon for her. And we actually got hit up by a company ourselves, Joel and I, called Trover Trip, and they've asked if we'd like to host a trip, not hiking. Well, it can be hiking, it could be anything. It could be a food trip, it could be a cultural landmarks trip around any country in the world. And if our subscribers would like to, you know, put their names in the hat to come and do it with us. And it's actually still something I need to have a proper debrief with Joel about, because I took the meeting with them and they've sent me a sort of data capture form, and we're going to release the data capture form to you guys, and obviously like our subscribers on Joel and Lee. I know there's a few of you here now, and just sort of ask you guys to fill it out, and if doing a trip with us hosting, and obviously like a professional tour guide as well as the main, we'll be like the faces of it and the entertainment, and they'll be like the informative person leading the way with the itinerary, and just seeing if that's something you guys are interested in, because I think it would be so fun. So yeah, I mean, we need to put our heads together. We need to put the survey out. In fact, I might even have the survey. I'll paste it in the, just get that market research done now if any of you guys want to do it. And you can copy and paste it to your notes perhaps and save it for later. And then if you fill it out, and then I'll release it as well to the rest of the Joel and Leah crowd. So survey link, Joel and Leah, 1 second. Okay, so this is the survey link. If any of you guys, are interested in doing something like that with me and Joel, then let us know, because I'm super keen. I'm talking Joel into it day by day as head of security. Did that link work? Guys, can you save that link for later just so it doesn't take you away from the live stream? And, it would just be really cool to do something like that with subscribers. And you know what? There's no limit to how many trips you can do, as long as we were able to sort of, I think, get like at least 10 people on the trip. So I think the maximum number we could go up to per trip would be 22 people. But if we got somewhere like 15, that would be a nice group. You don't want it to be like too big. And we could do London, we could do somewhere in the UK, we could do Scotland, we could do Japan if you guys want. Don't fill out the link as if it was just me. Fill it out as a Joel and Leah trip. Because I know that I was speaking to the lady from Trover Trip, and I said, if this goes well for Joel and Leah, I'd love to do a Greece trip with people that would want to do Greece. And because I know from my analytics on YouTube, I can see that from my Greek videos, I did gain a little bit of a Greek following from a few people just based in Greece. And I don't know if they'd want to do somewhere on their doorstep, but it's just something that was in the back of my mind as well. So yeah, Jen, that is a really great point. So once the survey results are out and we collate the data and we basically have a look at the data, we see where the majority of people would want to go, we see what people's budget would be, we would then release the tickets to members first. So members of the Joel and Leah channel would get, members of the Joel, the Leah and the Joel and Leah channel, I think that's fair, should get access to the ticket, to booking first, and access to the discount code first, and access to the discount code full stop. And then I think for the rest of everyone else, it would be full price if there's any spaces left. Ideally, we'd fill the 15 spaces with just members, because then at least we can guarantee no trolls on the trip. Just guarantee people that actually want to go on a trip together and just get to know each other a bit better and travel together. A lot of people haven't got anyone to go traveling with, and some people don't want to travel with the same places that other people want to travel to. So I just think it would be a really, really great thing to do. Jen said, I don't think TTB would have any problem filling a tour. Yeah, you say that, but I was speaking to this lady, Vivian, her name is, and she heads up the content creator trip program at Trover Trip. And she was saying that you would be surprised. She said she works with a creator that's got millions, like way more followers than me and Joel have on TTB, and not one response, like not one booking came through. And I said, well, I suppose you have got to look at their audience size as well as how engaged their audience are. So like, for example, with the legends, even though maybe there's only like 500 or 600 like loyal legends that would show up to anything, they would be there, they message, they engage, they comment on every video, perhaps say like 500-600 people, they would be more likely to actually put themselves forward for a trip like that. And I think that the difference is with like the channel that she was telling me about that had loads more followers than us, is that they're a bit more like distant from their audience. But I've never been scared to like be close with the people that are supporting us. And same with Joel, like we've never been afraid to let you guys in, because without you guys we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So I am like 100 million zillion % keen for this trip, but we have to get at least 50 people fill in the survey link, and you know, they've got to fill it in and they've got to qualify as like actually people that are interested, not just like, yeah, I'd do that, but when it comes to booking, I'm not going to book. So we're going to put out the survey link. In fact, I'm going to export this clip from this live stream if I can, and I'm going to share it with the members on those two Brits. And I'll share it on the community tab perhaps, and you guys can then get the link and the information if you're not watching this live stream right now, because I know there's only like 100 of us here right now. So yeah, click on the link, check out the survey, fill it in, and keep us posted. And Joel, if you're watching, we're going. We're definitely going to do this. Okay, so Donnie said, how perfect, would die to go anywhere with you and Joel. Yeah, I mean, Donnie, it would be perfect. It'd be so cool. It would be, honestly, I really think it'd be great. And, you know, for people that are a little bit more, you know, I don't know how you put this. There's going to be some people in the group that are not as social as everyone else. Like, we don't have to all hang out together the whole time. You know, we could be doing activities together from like 10 till 2, and then everyone has like free time and people meet others in the group and form friendships that way. I just think it could be really powerful. Oh, Jean, Auntie Jean is here. I wouldn't be able to go, but I hope you can make it happen. Oh no, Auntie Jean, no. Oh gosh, I'd give you my place, but then oh, that's sad. Maybe we'd have to do a GoFundMe to get Auntie Jean there, because that would be so amazing. Chi said, I may join as a member next time I get paid. Yeah, so on Joel and Leah we have memberships for $1 a month, and I think it's really worth it because we post out we post out content, you know, just like behind the scenes up that Joel's going to release, and then there's other bits and bobs coming out all the time. And we filmed with Diane Jennings last week, which was amazing, and I know a lot of you guys follow Diane, so it was really cool. We got a behind the scenes video coming out with Diane, and there'll be one going up on her Patreon. And then we filmed 2 mainstream videos for Joel, for those 2 Brits, I keep saying Joel and Leah, 2 mainstream channel videos with Diane, and then 2 for her channel. So we've got 4 videos in total with Diane. We've got 2 behind the scenes, 1 on each channel from hanging out together. And then there was a train strike in London. I couldn't get home, so I ended up having a bit of a boozy night out with Diane, and we had Pimm's and lemonade. We were drinking cocktails around the city, went to watch some stand-up comedy, and it was just such fun. And then I crashed on her sofa, and it was a really fun night, actually. I'll see if I've got any little sneaky clips I've got on my phone. It was just so nice to meet another creator. We both, you know, like, I've met other creators, but another creator with such a similar audience pool to us. I can't find any videos. They're all on my camera, but that was from just hanging out in Camden after we went to watch the stand-up comedy, and we went to get some food together as well after the conference. It was really good, really, really good fun. So don't forget to hit the like button, Maureen said. Thank you, Maureen. It was really fun. I'm going to share that link one more time for anybody that missed it. And she's used to drinking. I hope that's not a stereotype. Thank you, Shay, for the update, 0-0, England, Germany. Sorry, 1 second. I'm just going to send a text. Can you guys just bear with me 1 second? One second. Okay, I've sent it. So I can't multitask like many other women. I can't. Um, Kelly said, already bookmarked, my dear. I won't fill it out because I wouldn't be able to go. Oh, no. Okay. Well, if you still, no, don't, I'm thinking, should you fill it out? It's good to get an idea of where our audience members would want to go. But I know that you're saying because of your disability, being in a wheelchair, and I'm not going to even try and pronounce the other word because it's too long for me to even get out correctly. I'm thinking, should you fill out the form or not? Maybe just don't. Oh, I lost the live stream. Oh, I clicked on the link. Okay, I'm back. Kelly said, if you can swing it, you should. JNL are often more sassy on members-only chats. Yeah, we used to do this series called Bonus Bitching, where we just sort of talk about our ex-boyfriends and things. Yeah, we're going to do more of that soon. Okay. All right, sorry, I had to reply to a text, and that's really rude. It's like when you're out for dinner with someone and they pick up their phone. When I'm out for dinner with people, I do not do that. It's just that I saw a comment that threw me off centre, and I was like, okay, I just need to send a text. Yeah. I had to delete a comment. I'm not used to when my moderators aren't here. Is Donnie moderating? Yeah, Donnie, but he didn't see the comment and it threw me off centre, and I saw it and I froze up and I was like, I need to delete that. Lynn said, would everyone going on the trip need to be comfortable being on a channel video? That is a really good question, and the answer is they absolutely do not have to be on a channel video if they don't want to be. Obviously, if anyone did want to be on a channel video, they would be welcome to be on the video. Perhaps we'd do like a little behind the scenes, or we would just post a highlight reel of some memories of the trip to our members, or we'd put something out to all of our subscribers. But if anyone on the trip said, you know what, guys, I really, really don't want to be on camera, that's cool. We just make sure there's never a camera pointing at you. And those that did feel comfortable being on camera then could just say, oh, if there's like a 10-second thing where I can talk about this landmark or smile and thumbs up, then I'll do it. So it's totally flexible, and we would always be respectful to people's privacy, because I know that so many people, you know, there's so many private people out there, and I get it. I think if I could do this life all over again, maybe I'd choose the private route, but too late now, guys. Everyone knows everything about me. So I totally get it. And you just have to give us a heads up in the future, and we cross that bridge when we get to it. But really good question, Lynn. And I'm going to make sure that Joel and I address that in our members only video when we release the link. So JNL to-do list, film, Trover trip, introduction, film Trover trip survey video, and answer some FAQs. Has anyone else got any other questions about the Joel and Leah trip? Because that's a great opportunity for us to address some of the trip's main questions on camera. Yeah. Donnie, don't worry, don't be sorry. It's all good. Oops, members. Hello, Donnie and Gentle Spirit. What's the subject? If I ever go on a trip, I'd never want to be on camera. I'm a spy. Do you know what, guys? Who was I talking to the other day? Was it my sister-in-law? Was it Atch's sister? No, it was talking to someone, and they were like, oh, da-da-da's boyfriend. Yeah, he's a spy. And I was like, no spy would tell you they're a spy. Surely not. Like, I wanted to be a spy when I was younger, and I wanted to be two things. I either wanted to be the tax man or a spy. And Dad always tells me that I always used to say, I want to be the tax man. And why did I want to be the tax man? And I think it's because growing up, my dad would be like, oh, that money, that's not all our money. That money is the tax man, and then it's our money. And I'd be like, who's this tax man? I want access to, I want that money that he's getting. So I always used to say I wanted to be the tax man, and then after that I changed and I wanted to become a spy. But anyway, no spy would ever call themselves a spy. So that's what made me think when you said you're a spy, you can't possibly be a spy. Right, it's 10:02, so I'm just going to check. I'm just going to check and see where Dad is if I need to pick him up. I've got him on Find My Friends. Oh, they're by like Leicester. They're going to be like at least 40 minutes, I think. They're on the outskirts of Leicester. Okay, I think we're good to chat for a little bit longer, guys, especially since I accidentally advertised the time of this stream incorrectly. So maybe we'll get some late people show up. Brad said, do you miss Chichester? You know what, I really do. I absolutely love Chichester. But when Ash stopped working at his old job at Rolls-Royce, it ended up being like a question we had to ask ourselves. Are we going to stay in Chichester when we have no family and no connection to Chichester other than the fact that we've lived here for a few years and you had a job here? So in the end, it turned out that, and the flat that we were living in, the apartment, the landlord had put it on the market and she actually gave us first refusal. She wanted $385,000 for the flat. And just to put that into perspective, my dad's house is worth less than that, and it's like a house. So, you know, $385,000 for a 2-bed flat that was extremely hot. It was like a greenhouse. It was A+ energy rating on the EPC, which is like a legal, you know, like eco flats now, they've got like incredible insulation. It was like triple glazed. It didn't have any heating, just underfloor heating, and the flat was so like self-sufficient, kept itself hot. But when the UK summer came, it was unbearable. And I thought to myself, whoever buys this flat is actually I think they actually are doing them a disservice, because, is that the correct word? Like, they are getting done over. They've been mugged off. Like, they've been totally mugged off if they buy that flat, because they're going to get to the UK heat waves and be like, sorry, what have I just spent £385,000 on? Let me see what that is in dollars. You guys saw the flat. It was like a 2-bed, 385,000 GBP in USD. One sec. So a 2-bed flat, it was $468,700 for a 2-bed flat in Chichester. Modern, done up, eco flat. And I absolutely loved it, guys, but I just, for nearly $500,000, not possible. So we couldn't buy the flat. We didn't have any connections down in Chichester other than some friends that we'd made. Just his friends from work, who I still talk to. They're really lovely, but it just wasn't enough pull to stay there. And then we were thinking, like, where are we going to go? What are we going to do? So now that we've lived home for a year, we've actually got a substantial amount of money saved now. So we are in a position to move somewhere. And just our luck, interest rates are through the roof. So if we were to get a mortgage now, compared to a year ago when we had less money / no money, we would have probably got we probably would have got a mortgage with an interest rate starting with a 1. And now we're in like the high 3s going into I think, what am I paying? On my buy-to-lets, I'm now paying 4.5% interest only, which is a savage, because I always stress check. This is like getting into finance YouTube now. I always stress test all of our deals at like 6% interest rate, and they still cash flow. But to think that a residential mortgage, not even a buy-to-let, like a residential, you're living in it, in the 3% is, in my lifetime, unthinkable. Obviously for my parents, they're like, we used to pay like 18% interest on da da da, and you're like, if interest rates rose to that, I would just be like, I don't know what I actually don't want to even think about it. Obviously, I'm in an amazing network of people that would be able to provide good advice because I've like educated myself property wise, but I'd be like panicking. I would be shitting myself, for sure. My first house I paid 8%. Nah. That is horrendous, Donnie. That is absolutely horrendous. So, yeah. Everyone's moving so much. Kelly said your dad wouldn't want you to go. He loves having you there. Honestly, I love being here. It's so nice. Like, I've never had this much quality time with my dad. He was working so much when we were growing up that I've never had this amount of time. And now that he, you know, kind of retired, it's like we just get so much more quality time. And like sometimes I'll just finish work and we'll just sit and play cards and just play cards for hours. And it's just good fun and we'll laugh, and he comes out with some incredible quotes that I always write down and always say, I'm going to film that next week, and then I never do. Just some absolutely amazing quotes that come out of his mouth. And I'm like, God, you're just an icon. Yeah. Build a modular tiny home in the countryside and have a private jet fly you to London when you need to. Oh my God, Christian. Yes. That is an incredible idea. Just need to buy the plot of land in the countryside. And that would be incredible, wouldn't it? And I need to get a private jet as well. It's funny, actually. I was listening to a podcast earlier, and one of the questions... Oh, sugar. Achilles texted me. Let's see how far away they are. About half an hour away. Right, so I should really start thinking about wrapping this up in the next, like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. Just to manage expectations, guys. Okay, see you in half an hour. Oh shit, I need to get the oven on. I said I'd cook for them. Oh, I should probably go sooner. Get the oven on, switch it off before I leave, and leave in 25 minutes. Oh, this is sad. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining. This has been an absolute pleasure to have a little lazy Sunday live stream with you guys. I would love to jump on another live stream soon as possible. At least one live stream a month would be great. I know I did one in June. Now this is my July one. Try and get another one in August, and I shall try and get the time correct and not during a football game when everyone's watching the final. So thank you so much for joining, and anyone who's able to fill out that link, super helpful, would love that. And I will make sure I get all that shared over on Joel and Leah soon on TTB, and we'll see you guys in the next one. And twice, we're going down to 2 times a week on Joel and Leah at the minute, just because we are running out of content. So love you loads, thanks as always, and see you soon. Bye everyone.